Hey guys, 224 Big back, and it's time to let's watch another death battle. And of course this time, it's Optimus Prime! One of my favorite character idols in fiction and pop culture versus a random Gundam I don't know about. Yeah, just a Gundam. I don't know which Gundam it is, so sorry Gundam fans for not knowing which Gundam it is, so don't hate me for that. I'm just saying, Optimus Prime's my man. He's one of my favorite leaders and examples ever, besides from Spider-Man, of course. And what else did I want to say? Yeah, man, this one's gonna be a hard one for me to decide, because due to the last time we saw a Gundam character that kicked the Megazord's ass, well, the White Tigerzord's ass, I'm just like, damn. Now my question is, how can Optimus Prime beat him? It's all leading up to that, because, like, I remember a while back I actually saw our Cartoon Fight Club episode was Optimus Prime in a Gundam, and Optimus Prime won that, and they said go into the deep explanation why that is, but I knew it wasn't this Gundam, it was a different one, but they explained it because Optimus Prime was stronger. He may have been a little bit slower, but he was stronger, had more durability and all that stuff, and he was more stronger too, so there was that. But I'm not sure if the same case for this Gundam. I wonder how Screw Tact is going to do it, because Screw Tact, of course, does things differently, and sometimes isn't always super reliable, like I say. So yeah. But in any case, I'm going to shut up, because I really want to see what happens in this one. So yeah, in 3, 2, 1, and now.
Check out 23andMe, a DNA testing service that can offer insight into your ancestry, health, wellness, and traits. The 23andMe Health and Ancestry Service includes reports on how your DNA can influence your weight, sleep quality, sense of taste, and more. It's super easy to do. You just spit into the tube and mail it back to their lab to be analyzed. I learned a lot about my family tree, and I'm probably a little lactose intolerant. Order your 23andMe Health and Ancestry Service Kit at 23andme.com/deathbattle. That's the number 23andme.com/deathbattle.
Because I don't think Death Battle is always reliable.
Across this vast world of different nations with different people, it is the clash of opinions which truly divides us.
Yes,
However,
it does.
There is one universal truth, which absolutely everyone can agree on.
Which would that?
Giant robots are freaking awesome!
That
like
is
Optimus
true.
Prime, the original G1 Transformer.
My man.
And the RX-78-2, the original Mobile Suit Gundam.
These aren't just any robots, they're the old school classics.
Old
The
school
first of
classics.
their kind. And we're in for a robo battle of East versus West.
Well, Optimus was originally a Japanese toy.
He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
Yeah, I was gonna say
And it's our job to analyze
true.
their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win.
But I still consider this Transformers versus anime.
Millions of years ago, on a distant planet called Cybertron, a great unrest grew between two factions of robotic beings, the Decepticons and the Autobots. With little warning, they found themselves entangled in civil war.
Led by that douchebag Megatron, the Decepticons started gunning down any bot they pleased for basically no reason, including some guy named Orion Pax.
Optimus Prime's original name. Captain Derodian Fleet.
What Megatron
didn't
didn't
know
know was that this seemingly random encounter would end up reshaping the universe.
Yeah, it would!
A robot Gandalf, Orion Pax was rebuilt into something bigger,
Alpha Trion.
stronger,
It was his
and way
name.
more recognizable.
The newest commander of the Autobots had risen, Optimus Prime.
The Autobots will never sacrifice freedom.
Oh, good old
Optimus is
Peter
a
Cullen's
powerful
voice.
warrior with tons of awesome robo powers.
As a Transformer, he can scan nearby objects and morph his body to resemble one, becoming a robot.
That's all
in
parts
disguise.
His favorite is a
Cybertronians can do.
classic 1979 Kenworth K100 tractor. An oldie but a goodie which sports 500 horsepower and can
Oh, so
book it
that's the
over
name of
80
the
miles
actual
per hour.
name of the
He even
truck.
gets a trailer which, when he doesn't need it, mysteriously disappears into thin air.
Yeah.
No, really, where the hell does that thing go? I need to know.
More importantly, the life force of every Transformer resides in their spark, sort of like a soul. And Optimus is no different, except that his spark gives him a few unique abilities.
Yeah, his spark is
pretty rare.
special.
Compared to other robo people, it gives him increased strength, speed, and durability. He can shoot laser beams from his hands, fly with either a jetpack or his feet boosters, and move his limbs around.
Which explains why he can fly.
Like some sort of ghost robot Rayman. Ooh!
Optimus
I did
is
not know
referred
that.
to as a 0.1%er. That is how rare a being of his caliber is.
Shit.
All those people on Wall Street were protesting.
Even then, many
Yeah,
of Optimus's abilities
because
are
humans
further
are dicks.
enhanced thanks to his possession of one of the most powerful artifacts in Cybertron's history. The
Matrix of Leadership.
Oh, yeah, you know, it's nothing much. It's just a piece of robot god.
The Matrix is a conduit for the power of Primus, the creator of the Transformer race.
Yeah.
With this, Optimus can heal some of his most grievous wounds.
What? Not all the time.
Yeah,
Like,
except in the
you
movie
know, when
where
he died.
he died.
Use the power of the Matrix to light our darkest hour.
Well, he has an impressive arsenal to hopefully keep that particular problem from coming up again.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Never
unfortunately,
again. Regardless,
yeah, he
he
died
wields
multiple
the
times.
Ion Blaster, a giant death cannon which Prime one-hands like a boss. This big old rifle fires bolts of energy strong enough to take down most Decepticons.
Blaster's really
and
OP
can even
now I
be
think
fired
about it.
into space from ground level. Even better, it never seems to run out of ammo. One can only dream.
Optimus Prime also carries numerous weapons composed of Energon, a
Okay.
raw energy force used by Transformers to power their technology and, well, themselves.
Yeah.
He's got a glowy Energon axe and Energon swords. Perfect for slicing
Yeah,
up
he
robots
used that
of
a
all
lot in the
sizes.
movie.
And I guess they probably work pretty good on people, too.
Fighting fire
Yeah.
with fire, Optimus Prime led the fight against the Decepticons for several millennia. Eventually, the war even found its way to our own Earth.
But
yeah.
we've got nothing to worry about with Optimus protecting the planet. He's tanked blasts that would tear other bots apart, like when this mega refinery exploded. It can be seen from outer space.
Shit.
He's punched the ground so hard, the trees around him freaking exploded.
Child's
Yeah.
play, Boomstick. He's strong enough to tip this large oil tanker, which, when compared to the real-life sea-wise giant, must weigh over 700
Yeah, I wonder if they were gonna
tons.
mention that.
He's tossed a satellite into orbit and punched hard enough to crack Six Shot's chest plate.
Who boasted that his armor was drawn from the compacted subatomic matter of a collapsed star.
Oh.
Just to let you know, such a
Yeah.
star would have a density of over
That's about the, almost the
300
same
billion
as
tons per cubic
Thor's
inch.
hammer, I think.
While great density doesn't necessarily beget great toughness, this still means Six Shot's armor was 500 billion times more dense than osmium, the most dense natural material on Earth.
You're the most dense natural material on Earth.
Yeah.
What'd you say?
And our robo-commander wrecked
I was
it.
like, yeah,
He's fast
I agree,
enough to
Boomstick,
catch up
that's
to
how
this
it is.
Decepticon space shuttle in just 23 seconds.
Given the size of the
Oh.
Earth here and the angle of ascent, we can determine he's moving around 125,000 miles
Yeah, his
per hour.
speed is a
He's
bit
also
weird.
a talented leader, capable of commanding 1,000 battles at the same time via the Omniglobe.
Like Skynet, but in a giant disco ball.
Mm-hmm.
He's used that crazy strength of his to punch through Megatron, who once tanked an
Oh, yeah.
explosion big enough to knock Cybertron out of orbit. And thanks to the weird robo-magic of the Matrix, he's even defeated Unicorn,
Unicron.
who's basically a giant robot Satan who eats
Yeah.
planets.
That's what
This
he
guy
is,
is
the
unstoppable.
Transformers
Not
devil.
necessarily. Optimus is certainly powerful, but
Yeah.
after all is said and done, he has one major weakness.
To
Yeah.
violate that law would destroy our honor.
He's just too
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah, he's kinda all about the whole honor and fair fighting thing, which kinda screwed him over more than once, and even gotten him killed multiple times. Plus, he killed himself
Yeah.
once just because he accidentally broke the rules in a frickin' game. Yeah.
But when his back is to the
What?
wall and all hell's breaking loose,
I did not know
he'll
that.
fight to the end, riding the eye of the storm.
One shall stand, one shall fall.
Probably one of the most famous scenes
In the
from
year
that movie.
2179,
Alright, let's
humanity
move on to
has
this
embraced
Gundam.
the stars.
Well, mostly.
Right. After a somewhat united humanity expanded across the solar system, the ideologies between those on Earth and those in space began to drift apart. A new space-noid republic, the Principality of Xeon, arose to challenge the Earth Federation.
Space Noid? That like the Domino's pizza mascot, but in space?
No, more like space Nazis.
Oh.
Oh, well,
Yeah, I can start to see it
realize
now.
that they started a war by
not
gassing
the
a
dogs.
populated space colony and dropping the whole thing on the planet. Man, that's messed up. But that's just
Yeah.
how it started. For the
Wow.
real star of the show, some smart guys put their heads together and came up with the coolest thing they could think of.
Giant robot.
fighting robots.
These were mobile suits, and one of Earth's nuttier engineers had developed a suit which would put all others to shame. This was the RX-78-2, otherwise known as the Gundam.
Yeah, I remember that was the original.
There have been lots of mobile suits named Gundam, but this was the original granddaddy of them all.
This experimental mobile
Yeah, the
suit
one
was
I
hidden
saw
on
in
a
Ready
remote
Player
colony,
One that
but before
was
its
fighting
maiden voyage with
Mechagodzilla.
the equally classified
Awesome
white base
fight,
could
though.
begin, it was caught in a surprise Zeon attack.
With just 2 Zaku suits, the space Nazis wiped out almost all of the White Base's military crew. The only people left to save these secret projects were civilians, who had no idea these things even existed.
Among those who rose up was a young boy named Amuro Ray. Brilliant, albeit standoffish, Amuro was actually the son of the Gundam's chief engineer, and had already stumbled upon the mech's coded blueprints.
So he grabbed the owner's manual, jumped in the Gundam, and flew into the fight. Damn, not too shabby for going off just the manual.
Amuro quickly adapted to its complex controls thanks to its learning computer system, designed so the Gundam itself can learn its pilot's limitations and compensate.
Its body is made of a super durable Luna titanium alloy called Gundarium.
Gundarium.
Of course.
Yet another fictional metal that's way better than anything in real life.
For weapons, it's got
course.
twin 60mm Vulcan guns for ears. It's got a shield that can block shots strong enough to take down warships, and a gravity hammer, a supersized flail that's rocket propelled. Whoever came up with that is my goddamn hero. Same with the guy who built the ultra-destructive beam rifle.
That would be the ingenious Dr. Minovsky. Thanks to him, the beam rifle is a marvelous feat of weapons engineering. Minovsky had developed a way to miniaturize the enormous megaparticle cannons found on warships without losing any power.
The result is a Gundam-sized rifle that can take down entire fleets of ships all on its own. It's like having a pistol with all the power of 1,000 tanks.
A single shot could easily tear through a 13,000-ton Musai-class warship. Given
Shit.
the official stats of this ship,
That's
to
an
tear it
OPS
asunder
pistol.
like so would require a strike worth nearly 9,000 tons of TNT.
And
The beam rifle only has 16 shots.
Only
but
was that
who really
one
cares when you
pistol.
Just need one?
Last but not least, the Gundam carries 2
yeah.
retractable beam sabers.
yeah, the
'Cause
beam
you can't have
sabers,
space
probably its
battles
most
without
iconic
royalty-free
weapon.
lightsabers.
But all
I'm
these
not a big
amazing
Gundam
weapons
fan,
would
but
be
I know
useless
that
without an exceptional
Because I remember I
pilot.
used to watch
Despite
Gundam
still
when I
technically
was
being
little,
a
back
civilian,
when it was on Cartoon
Amuro
Network
became the
and
main
Toonami,
pilot for the
so-
Gundam. Turns out, his skill was mostly thanks to his previously unknown abilities. Amuro was a new type.
Like Pokemon?
What?
See, apparently humankind was never meant to live under gravity's pull. In space, without it literally weighing down their souls, some humans developed psychic powers.
That
Sidekick.
is the dumbest backstory for why someone gets powers. And we've heard
It
a lot of
is.
them whiz.
It
What, he
is.
can like read minds or something?
Sort of. These powers and their capabilities have little definition, often differing between different people. Most new types can instantly understand each other upon contact, even drawing
Wow.
kinship between sworn enemies. Amuro's abilities in particular grant him something akin to precognition. He can predict exactly what will happen on the battlefield and where his enemies will be, and can capitalize on it if he reacts
Yeah, that
fast.
kind of psychic
How could he
abilities.
possibly predict I'd attack from the other side?
He shot down targets too fast for the eye to see and navigated his friends through a collapsing fortress with no casualties. By the end of the war, his own reflexes were pushing the limits of the Gundam itself.
A magnetic coating was added to the Gundam to compensate, reducing the suit's friction and increasing its speed by 27%.
Over 14 years of military service, Amuro became a legendary pilot. He even learned how to use these super fast funnel guns with his Psycho powers.
Speaking of speed, the Gundam is comparable to the Red Zaku piloted by Amuro's rival Char, which is 3 times faster than the standard green model.
During the first large-scale battle with mobile suits, a Zaku flew through the battlefield in 7 seconds.
By comparing the 1,072-foot-long Magellan-class starships in the distance, we can tell the Zaku flew over 7 miles. This puts the standard Zaku's top speed just under Mach 5. When tripled to compare to Char, this means the Gundam can move at least 11,000 miles per hour, 15 times the speed of sound. Highballing it with Amuro's new type powers and magnetic coating, it's possible the Gundam can move as fast as Mach 25. though anything over that would put it dangerously close to re-entry speeds, which its chassis cannot survive on its own.
The Gundam is strong enough to lift and throw this goofy mobile suit, and tough enough to power through a magnetic field that's 7,200 degrees Fahrenheit. It survived plenty of really big explosions, including a detonating asteroid and a nuclear blast which wrecked Amuro's home colony. I bet it could wipe out the space Nazis all on its own.
That's gonna be a problem for Optimus.
Amuro and his Gundam were instrumental to the war effort. It doesn't matter how much the Gundam was burned. It would always stand up, dispel the fear, and fly.
They didn't really go over any weaknesses for it. Oh no. So I can already guess from this.
Alright, the combatants are set.
They're gonna make the Gundam win.
Once and for all.
But first, let me transform
The one thing
your
I
eating
don't
habits.
like sometimes is that with some
By
characters
now,
we
you've probably
analyze.
heard of Blue Apron,
I mean,
the leading meal kit
I'm not the only one who
delivery
probably knows
service
this.
in the US.
Noticed this in the
But
past.
did you know about
Is
all
that
the
when they
different kinds
do a
of
character
delicious
that
foods you can
has
make?
one
Like
of
the honey
us,
chipotle
they
glazed
really haven't
chicken
gone
with
over
poblano
that
and
many
lime rice.
weaknesses.
There's plenty to choose
Like that's the
from,
one
since
thing I
they offer
noticed
12
with
new recipes
like
each
last year
week.
was
All you
Naruto
have to do
and
is
Ichigo.
choose the 2, 3, or
They didn't
4
really
that
go over
sound
that
best
many
to you, and
weaknesses
they
for
deliver it right to
Naruto.
your door.
I mean,
Plus, it's super
granted,
simple to cook.
I know this man
It's
has
got easy to
weaknesses,
follow
me being a Naruto
instructions
fanboy.
and
He has
perfectly
weaknesses.
proportioned ingredients.
But I'm surprised they
They're
didn't
not
go over that
GMO,
when they did
and the
him
meat
versus
has
Ichigo,
no
and they went over
added
Ichigo's
My favorite part is
weaknesses.
feeling like a master chef,
So,
making creative and delicious
I think
meals
just
with
because
my
of
own
that,
hands.
the Gundam
You
might
guys really
just
need to
win
try it out.
because they
It's
didn't have
pretty
to
nice
show any
coming home
weaknesses
knowing I'll
for him.
have a delicious meal I can whip up with ease.
Oh man.
So check out this week's
on,
menu and get your first 3 meals free.
Just from that
at
prediction, I can already see.
blueapron.com/battle. That's
That's why I get my prediction from. Just
blueapron.com/battle
because how they
to
just
get your
did
first
that.
3 meals free. But
Hasn't been the
right
first time
now,
either they've
it's
done that,
time
so-
for a death battle!
Yep, here we go. It's 3D animation, so it's gonna be an awesome fight. Sword. Oh yeah, and they're doing it this way too.
Amuro, come in. Where are you?
They introduce him first.
It's more than meets the eye.
Get your butt back to White Base. If there's trouble, we can't send backup.
Let's roll.
Oh!
It's an enemy!
I told you. I told you.
That's too fast!
I wouldn't say it's that fast for you.
There you are!
The classic 80s rock music. Oh, that's good. Oh, his axe! Counters with his sword.
Decepticon, I have been in battle for countless eons.
Oh! Talk about that back kick. Oh! That's neat. God damn, his psychic. Oh, it cut his shield! Now it's double plasma sword. Oh, shit! Already?
Not today.
Get that sword out of your chest, Optimus. Oh shit. Optimus! No! Oh, they're going to Earth! And they're both re-entering the atmosphere.
I hate gravity.
Oh! Wait, he's not doing it. Oh, shrew! Oh, the sword! I mean, his blaster! The sword's a major problem for Optimus. Oh, he grabbed it? Oh, man, that's brutal. Oh. It's not, I know he's not going down that easily. Oh, shit, no!
Stop that! I'm just bad.
I must stand, so you shall fall.
The Matrix of leadership! The Matrix of yes! That had to be a thing! Yes! Please tell me that's it.
the touch. He's got the power.
Yeah, he does.
The Gundam was an impressive machine.
Yeah,
and
let's
Amuro
go over
was a
this.
skilled pilot, but Optimus's millions of years of battle experience.
Yeah,
completely
that had to be
overshadowed
one
Amuro's
attribution to him.
14. Also, we already know that Optimus was over 6 times faster and 9,000
Oh wait,
times
he
stronger.
was? I knew he was
Holy
stronger,
hell,
but I didn't think he was
Optimus
faster.
Was so freaking buff. But the Gundam held plenty of its own advantages.
Yeah.
With Amuro's super future sense powers, he could keep up with Optimus's speed. And with the Gundam's firepower, who cares how much it could lift?
Unfortunately, the Gundam's limited ammunition meant this couldn't last. And even then, Optimus could certainly survive a shot from the beam rifle.
Remember that refinery
he
explosion
could.
Optimus survived? The one you could see
Oh yeah, from outer
This
space.
blast left an enormous gash on the planet Cybertron. To measure the power
Oh,
of this
shit.
explosion, we needed to compare
Right.
it to the curve of the planet. Now, Cybertron's size is pretty inconsistent throughout G1 Transformers
It
history,
is.
but even when using the
Even
alternating
throughout,
sizes
like,
between the
its
cartoon and the
other
comics, the
universes.
blast is far more destructive than the beam rifle in both cases.
And
Oh,
Optimus
it is.
just walked right out of that bitch. And this isn't
Like
some
a
weird
boss.
outlier just out of the comics either. In the cartoon, Megatron survived a blast that pushed Cybertron out of orbit. And he's pretty
Oh.
comparable to Optimus.
Yeah,
To be
he
fair,
is.
the Gundam boasted some impressive durability feats too.
Yeah,
Like
it did.
when Amuro accidentally blew up a Zaku's nuclear reactor right in his own face. Hey, give him a break. It was his first time.
Yeah.
This explosion created a hole in the space colony which sucked out Amuro's father.
Whoops.
Oh.
On the bright side, he's gonna save some money on Father's Day gifts, right?
And with his heightened
that's
mind,
fucked up.
he deduced the scope of the explosion.
It's over 150,000 kilotons of TNT. That's 10,000 times more powerful than the bomb that dropped on Hiroshima. But
That's-
still nowhere
that-
close
yeah,
to the
nowhere
refinery
close to that explosion.
Optimus survived.
Yeah.
Also, the Gundam couldn't dodge Optimus's ion blaster forever. It was fast
couldn't?
enough to strike targets in orbit from ground level. That
Oh,
puts
yeah.
its laser speed over 3 million miles per hour.
What?
Even when he knew it was coming, Amuro
I didn't think it was
couldn't
that
react quick enough
fast.
to dodge or block anything that fast. And even then, Optimus's time in the Omni-Globe proves he can think way faster than Amuro.
And just to
Probably,
blow
yeah,
your mind even
really.
more, in order to obliterate Unicron with the Matrix, the energy output
Yeah.
must have equaled more than 40 Yoda tons of TNT.
Like the Star Wars guy. And
Oh my-
you know what
yeah.
I say? Size matters not, especially when Optimus has defeated opponents as
Yeah,
big
bigger
as
than him,
Devastator.
aka
The Gundam
Devastator.
was a powerful mobile suit with some astonishing firepower, but was ultimately outmatched by the Autobot's strength, speed, durability, and experience.
I'd say
Yeah.
Optimus was primed for this fight.
He
The
was.
winner is Optimus Prime.
Way to go, Optimus, my man! My man, I give props to that man. They had me fooled for a second that that Optimus wouldn't win. Oh man. Alright, who's next time? First ever live action death battle. Really? Daredevil and Nightwing. Wow. First ever live action one. Interesting. I gotta see that one. Anyways, before I continue on to that, but not that, probably won't even talk about Daredevil versus Nightwing for the live action. But anyways, on to the point for this one. It was great, action-packed and fun. I was kind of surprised because usually, when they didn't manage to mention the weaknesses of one of the characters they put in here before, like was Naruto, and I forgot who else that's happened before too. Because I know it's happened to someone else besides from Naruto, they would usually win. So when they usually didn't mention the weaknesses too often, that character would usually win. So that's where I got the assumption that the Gundam would win. But ultimately I wanted Optimus to win. I was like, oh man, this just seems really odd, but I think the Gundam could win just because of that hint. Well, I'm just like, but then again I was like, oh wait, no, yes, Matrix of Leadership, Optimus is winning! Because we can't doubt the Matrix of Leadership, because that's a last resort for Optimus, is like the Matrix of Leadership. I was almost fooled for a second. I was like, this can't be it. Not to mention, Optimus is like a million years old and having more experience than the Gundam. I'm just like, you can't rule that out for him. Because like 90% of the time, people who win in death battles, like they mentioned before, is primed on experience too. I say 90% of the time, not 100% of the time. And but there were some things I found a bit weird because I didn't think Optimus was that fast compared to the Gundam. I thought the Gundam was faster than Optimus. But I knew Optimus was stronger, but I didn't think he was I didn't think he was faster though, which I thought was odd. But I was surprised by that. So yeah, because I also thought Optimus was gonna win anyway. Cause I remember when, like I mentioned before, Cartoon Fight Club did one where Optimus fought a Gundam 2, and he won that one too. And they mentioned all the attributes he had because he was stronger and more powerful than that Gundam as well. So I wasn't like too surprised with that, but that's what hinted me at Optimus wanting to win, and that's really what got me hinting at Optimus was going to win, because Optimus is like really powerful, one of the most unique Transformers they've ever created and to come across by, including with the Spark and with the Matrix of Leadership. Yeah, he's more stronger with the Matrix too. That's one thing. If he wasn't, then he probably would have been more. Then the Gundam War had more of a chance of winning. So, what was the Matrix? He's way stronger than that. So, yeah, because he used the Matrix to take down Unicron. Even in the movie, Rodimus used it to destroy Unicron. I'm just like, yeah. So, but man, I love this. Gotta give you props, Optimus Prime. Way to go. I'm glad I'm satisfied for today. You made another great one, Death Battle. And hopefully, if I actually do bother to make a top 10 death battles of this year, this is definitely on the list. Just saying, if I bother to do that, you'll see. But in any case, let me know what you guys think about this. Do you agree with the outcome? I definitely agree with the outcome for like shit. So yeah, let me know what you think in the comment section down below, what you think about this, and if you have any suggestions on what I should watch next for future reaction videos, leave those down below for any recommendations. Like this video if you like this video. Yeah, I just feel like I just repeat things a lot. It's forced a habit. And subscribe to the channel for more stuff with my Let's Watch Death Battles and reactions and other stuff that's not reactions, because I do more than just reactions on this channel. So yeah, please subscribe, because that always makes life happy. So please subscribe. But in any case, that's all we have to say for this video. For those who are watching, thank you for watching. Until my next video, 224 Rick is out.